guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Just really a catch up over a coffee today because I've been progress report really. Progress report on the Barista series and the Don't Throw It Away series I'm doing. It's probably the beginning of January. And things are settling down again now, so just wanted to catch up because these have been on the go for a while, since mid-December. And I wanted to just share with you a couple of things I've been doing with these and where we're going next. So I must admit I have been suffering from a bit of overwhelm with these. So I've been adding, deciding on the direction I want to go with them. So what I've done, you've seen these four, the coffee box covers. I've selected the signatures. Signatures are all selected. I've actually added these two traveller's notebooks to the collection as well. They were originally going to be affordables. I was just going to do a few little sort of bits of washi and everything in them, but then I've gotten a bit carried away and decided to really dress them, kind of similar things to what's in the little minis here, but not in an orderly fashion. So let me just show you what I've decided to do with these. So I've got the two with the dark fabric, which are beautiful. And what I've done with these, since you saw them last, is I've grunged them up a little bit. I thought this was just a bit too bright for me. I wanted to go a bit grungy, so I've been using my distress spray, and it's really brought it down. If I can show you, yeah, I'll show you on here how this looks without the distress ink. Can you see? So I've distressed those. I've also picked up some these. This is from eBay, as you know, and this has got like a real retro vibe to it. So I've done those too. But also, right, let's go into it. What I've decided to do with these is do 4 signatures, and I'm going to do, or what I have been doing, is making them really quite grungy. So on lots of texture. I'm trying to stay away from lace and being too girly, so that's really hard, to be fair. So what I've done so far is we're going to have one modern signature. So it's going to have sort of modern images in it. I've done that for 4 of them so far. Now, which one have I done here? Which one have I done? Yeah, so I've started to add sort of little modern images, more modern up-to-date bits of washi. That's not for that one. And so where's that one there? Is it here? I've got myself all confused. So yes, so lots of like a modern image, lots of grunge, lots of like a brickwork, fabric, yeah, lots of coffee stamping, and so that's what I'm going to be doing in each signature. I'm going to have like a modern signature. Then I'm going for a retro kind of look, which I'm working on here. Was that the modern one for that one? No, that's a vintage. Well, let's go for the vintage. I'm going for a vintage signature, which but still with this grungy kind of feel to it. So I have been working with adding grunge just to some cardstock. So using a stencil with acrylic paint, and then splatters of black paint, white paint, the distress ink as well. So you'll see different ones of these all the way through. Okay, so I've done that. And also, I don't know if you recognise this fabric here from the very first Don't Throw It Away. That's the old shirt, the shirt from my son that we kind of washed and coffee dyed, and then I just did some stamping on it. So I've really grunged that up, and you'll see that all the way through too. So the only signatures I've done so far, completely decorated-ish, are the modern ones. And now I'm going for, I'm looking at adding some bits and pieces to the retro type signature. And this is has got like a centerpiece, and that's from a picture of one of the first coffee houses in Italy, I think. So I'm going to be adding, I've added a little bit of that fabric, ticket stubs. I've got an old newspaper, London Evening News, I think, from 1979. And what I thought, there's all the shows, you know, West End shows and cinema things. I've cut some bits of that out, and also job interviews from the job section, job ads, which are fascinating to read. They're going to be added into the kind of retro, sort of like 1950s and 60s section. And I've got quite a few bits and pieces, and I can't lay my hand on any of them now. I don't know if you can see that, so we'll be looking at that. And I've printed some bits out, some retro bits and pieces from Etsy as well. I've got a vintage one. Each one's going to have a vintage signature. They're all slightly different, so that's going to have a little bit of like just a vintage, more of a vintage feel to it. I've got some more vintage type stamps as well, and retro type stamps I want to add. And I've got, if I can find them to add, I've picked up some well, I printed out some Mrs. Coggs from her coffee theme, their coffee time pictures, and they're beautiful, and they will be going into the vintage signature of each of these. They're just so lovely, and I've popped some stamps in different places as well, so those will be going into the vintage signature. And I'm also, on each signature is going to have just a section called notes. Yeah, just a section called notes, and they're all different, covered differently. And all it's going to be is this sort of squared paper, coffee dyed. Might do a bit of stamping, might just do a bit of stamping. And the centre is going to have a little envelope, so it's going to be sewn shut. And the envelope, I'm just going to have kind of, well, grungy and ripped. Okay, so you know, normally when you get the little envelope and you put the little circle thing here so you can take things out. Well, mine's broken, but I thought for this project it'd be really quite nice just to tear the edge and pop my little bits and pieces in the middle. Yeah. And then, you know, you're able to sort of take them out with the sort of torn little edgy bit there. So that's where we're going with these. And they're all slightly different. Really going to be dressing them up, tabs and so on and so forth. But let me show you. So for the traveller's notebooks, they're kind of a standard. One's slightly bigger than the other. It was just how I cut them when I first started. And I've popped a little bit of fabric on and grunged it up, and I've just wanted to layer. So I've done layers, so it looks like, I just love that real textured feel, layers of different brick and wood and so on and so forth. And I've carried that right on inside. And this is going to have a selection of everything. It's going to have the modern, it's going to have the vintage, going to have the retro feel to it, but not in any particular order. It's just going to be as, you know, as I feel. So going to be flip outs and bits and pieces. So I've made a little start already on this sort of modern sectiony type thing. I just love that. Got a modern picture of them. Well, I don't know, it's kind of retro, isn't it, really? But I love that. So that's what's happening with this one. Lots of stickers and so on and so forth. Has this one got the pocket no, that's not got the pocket. That's that, like so. And this one I've done slightly differently. I just love the feel. These feel absolutely beautiful. They feel gorgeous. So again, a lot of texture I wanted in here, a lot of grunge. Done a little bit of stenciling all the way through with this kind of mini brick stencil. Fabric. I just really wanted to, yeah, a little flip out there. You can see, and this is the look that's I'm going for in the little ones as well. So I wonder if I can show you. That one wasn't particularly good. Let me see. So that was that one. Let me see if I can find it in this. Ah, there you go. That first one I showed you was more. Yeah. So this is a more or less. I've done more for the modern. I'm in the middle of that with this one. So as you can see, it's got the cover. It's kind of grungy, layered. And with the modern section, there's all sorts going on this one. So that's the inside, but I've got lots of washi, lots of stickers. If you can see how I've just tried to really get more texture, stenciling, just a little bit of acrylic paint on there. I'm going to pop these little numbers all the way through. That's what I'm doing with those, because I think it's quite nice when you get the grades of the coffee strengths. That's a better. That gives you the direction. That's a more or less completed modern. Bit of just wrapping paper, you know, parcel paper, and I've scrunched up and inked on the edges. So guys, gives you an idea of what's coming. I'm hoping it's Monday today. I'm hoping to get these done by the weekend because I'm actually in the middle of an impromptu custom order that needs to be done and delivered by Thursday for a bespoke circuit assembly journal, which the sisters, she is actually attending next week. She's attending it next Saturday, the 18th, I think. So it needs to be done. In the meantime, just to let you know that the next thing I will be doing, and I kind of have started, is some of these coffee journals, but I wanted to do them with the leather. Do you remember the leather skirt that we have in the Don't Throw It Away series? I have cut it up and done like a prototype of a soft wraparound journal. This is quite a big one. I'm going to do them a bit smaller than this, to be fair. So this is the first one I've done, and all I've done is I've glued layers. So I've glued the fabric onto some cardstock, and then I've wrapped the leather around it. So that's going to be the inside, and I'm going to kind of do it so it's wrapped over like so. I think I'll have this edge on the outside. And I think, do you know what? I know it's a bit odd. I was going to do this for my hubby. He wants one, so, and then what I was going to do was, I just did it like that, and I was going to cut it down. I still might, I don't know. Cut it in two. It might work. But then I've got some really lovely images. I've got some beautiful images that I don't want to cut down. So I thought for this one, I might just leave it as it is, this size. And I didn't want to cut too much of the fabric. I don't know, guys, let me know what you think. I could kind of cut that and make two, couldn't I? Two smaller ones. Hubby, what he wants is, it's his just filled with the brown paper, with this, just filled with that, nothing else. So I think that could be quite nice, actually. So I've done this one, just experimenting. I like the thought of keeping these edges quite raw, just keeping them as they are. I might do that. I might cut it down. I don't know. We'll see. It'll all come out in the wash. So I've cut some of these things out. So this is the fabric for that, and I will be filming that. So that's the leather, and I will be filming as we go to in the next few days, making the covers of these and actually using those. Now with this cover, I've had in my stash, some of this kind of brown faux leather, and I thought I would do the same with that and this little bit of fabric. I think that's all I've got left. Maybe make two, maybe make one that size and a real mini, but that'll be a wraparound in the brown. So I haven't forgotten the series, guys. It's just life's taken over. So that will be the next step. I've got another look at that fabric. That'll be the next step, and I will be presenting the collection hopefully very soon. By the weekend, I want to have the collection of the minis and the traveller's notebooks done. In the meantime, I've just doing this circuit assembly bespoke journal, custom order. So I'm just I've done the cover, and she wants 2 programs in there, and it's based on love. So I've popped the little Tim Holtz, and this was in my stash actually, if you can see that. Pop that in the middle there. So that will be done. I need to deliver that really by Wednesday, Thursday, so that's where we are. So guys, thanks for your patience, and I haven't had a slurp of my coffee yet, have I? Thanks for your patience, guys, and yes, any questions, let me know. I will be completing these quite soon, and we will be sharing how to pop these leather covers together as well. Oh, I bought myself a cutting board, as by the way. Finally, I've been meaning to for ages. Bought myself a cutting board and a cutter. I'm putting it off because I'm a bit mean, and but I thought it might be useful to try and figure out how to cut properly through different surfaces with this particular project on the go. So oh, I forgot to say. Last week we made 500 subscribers, followers on YouTube, which was lovely. It kind of crept up, and then we were there. So thank you guys for your support, and to say I will be thinking of a giveaway. There will be something in the next few weeks to celebrate that. So keep keep your eye out. Keep your eye out for giveaway information. Just to say a big thank you for your support on that. And now I really am going. I'm going now. So thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, share it as well. That would be fab too. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.